Welcome back to the Global Business Report here on Rise News. Fuel shortages, which returned in some areas of Lagos early this week, have extended to the state's nooks and crannies amid growing concerns from motorists over the reason for the latest shortage. According to reports, most fuel stations in the state are closed, while there are just a handful with large lines for fuel. As opposed to the government-regulated price of $169 to $170 for NNPC retail outlets and the major marketers throughout the nation, some independent stations are selling fuel between $210 to $220 per litre. Central Bank Governor Mr. Godwin Emefiele says the new Naira notes will, which are redesigned, help boost the CBN's cashless policy and help the CBN check acts of money laundering. Let's take a listen.
And I think Nigeria and the Central Bank of Nigeria is prepared at this time to move towards a cashless economy. And that is the reason why, following the redesign and issuance of this note, we would go forward to insisting that cashless will be nationwide. We will restrict the volume of cash that people will withdraw over the counter. If you need to draw large volumes of cash, you will fill uncountable forms. We will take your data, whether it's your BVN, your NIN, so that security agencies like EFCC or enforcement agencies like EFCC and ICPC can follow you and be sure that you are taking that money for good purpose.
All right, joining us now to discuss further is Arise business analyst Chika Mbonu. Chika, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you, sir. Good to have you in the studio with us.
Yeah, the new notes are out.
Yeah, and there's been some social media reactions to the notes.
I mean,
Chika, why?
I'm laughing because this Emefiele guy.
Yes.
I pity him because they say Emefiele don't rob Caro for our money. And
you've seen some of the reactions there.
That he has robbed Caro about on our money. And the guy, I'm sure the guy will be sneezing every time because the number of times Nigerians call his name,
it's just too much.
It's too much.
It's too much.
But be that as it may,
yes.
Let me just speak to our viewers.
Yes. Direct them, Chika. Guide them, please.
We'll try to just be very fair and balanced in this program.
Course.
People say, we don't notice any difference. We don't notice this. So we say color. There are major issues. One of the major objective of this money currency change is to limit counterfeiting.
Yes, yes.
Even one of the big governors of CBN said that Nigeria set up factories and were just churning out Nigerian notes, and they were not entering the banking system, and so they won't even capture them. And so the level of counterfeiting of our currency has been so high.
Right.
And it speaks to also the volume, the amount, about 85% of the cash is outside the banking system.
Right.
So counterfeiting is a major objective of this currency change. And that was what I achieved. That was it was achieved.
Yeah.
So when people are saying that, they didn't see the difference.
The color.
You're not a currency expert.
Right.
It's the color. The objective was that to raise the level of I hope this is the word, non-counterfeitability of our currency.
Yes.
To reduce the possibilities of being able to counterfeit our foreign currency by enhancing the security features, which nobody will come out, the CBN will come out and tell you that it is here or there or no, whatever.
Right.
But you have heard our president say that it is now more difficult to counterfeit our Nigerian currency. That's one major objective.
Yeah.
Now, see, the other thing is that, Rotus, if this is my seat, if I take it to the tailor to just amend the hand for me, or do something here for me, the same size, everything, they will charge me some amount.
Correct.
If I go now and say, cut the hand, reduce it into 2, massive changes to it, it's going to cost me so much money.
More. I get where you're going. Yes.
The ordinary changes scholars are talking about that have done, it's so the amount of money that have been quoted that it costs to change the currency. Then you can imagine
if you do a
full-blown redesign.
Right.
Making it smaller or longer or whatever. It's going to cost a lot of money. So the objective was change the physical look to the eye. Some of you are complaining about the color, But however, enhance the security features that reduce the ability of people to counterfeit the currency.
Right. That's the objective. Yeah. Gotcha.
So as I sat down there and I said, this morning I was listening to a radio station. It said, that's Mayfele didn't do well.
Yeah.
They should have opened the competition of the design of the currency
to
individuals Nigerians, and they'll select the 3 best designs, and that's what an expert.
Are you serious?
I pity this guy, Mayfele. I'm sure that sometimes citizens say the number of experts that are
serious lack of understanding, which is why we have you to explain this thing. Yeah.
This is what it is.
Yeah.
Objectives have been achieved.
Exactly.
Reduce the ability to counterfeit the currency. Change the variables a little.
Yeah.
Because the more you make change, the more they become expensive to do.
Right. Gotcha. Very much understood.
So that's that. So, just like new things, you guys get used to it. Please, you don't like your own currency, give it to me.
To you.
You don't like the new one.
We will accept it.
I will take it. Okay? Nigerians, just get ready. Go and change your old nose.
Exactly.
Yeah, still have some time to do it.
Indeed.
And then, when the new currency comes out, just take it and start spending. Let this pass.
Yes.
I guess we're just, things are so, everybody in social media, there's an expert now.
Oh, look.
It's not like football. Everybody, use
a coach.
Okocha, use Okafor, use Okoke, use Musa, everybody's a coach. But this is the objective, and let's try and accept it that way.
Chika, quick.
First scarcity.
Yes, please.
See, listen.
Oh, goodness.
See, we are consistent in this program.
We are.
Very consistent.
Yes.
We've spoken about this several times. See, if you take the same actions every time, and I expect different outcomes, they say there's first sign of madness.
Yes.
You see, that's how Nigerian policies work. We said it here that once you have this issue, the way they are managing the fuel subsidy in the country, it's not a free market.
Right.
You're going to have occasional challenges to the supply chain that will lead to scarcity.
Yeah.
When have you seen rice scarcity? The only thing that happens is available, but the price will adjust.
Right.
Do you understand that?
Right.
Or MTN recharge card, or Airtel recharge cards. When has it become the issue is to adjust. But here, there's only one importer who? NMPC. The individuals who are not importing because of the issue of when they import at the free market, at the market rate, when they come in, they can't sell at market rate. Right. They want to force them to sell at 160. It cannot work. It cannot work until the day that we, deregulate, remove the subsidy, make it a free market, so that knowledgeable, willing businessmen can see fuel importation as a business, calculate, do the mathematics, and go and bring the cargoes and sell. And when this was tried at the time in Nigeria, before Getting Good Luck gave up, filling stations were competing with each other. Even the regulated price people were selling below it, so 1, 2, or 3 naira below it.
Yeah.
If you drive into a filling station, they want to wash your car and do other things in your car, in addition to buying fuel. That's what free market will, this thing. I've talked about it on this program several times. That as far as government continues to import fuel, the structure we have now with the subsidy, we're going to continue have fuel scarcity. Occasionally, periodically, you see disruption in the value in the supply chain, and this will happen. So, as I said, in our country, Nigeria, we like doing the same thing over and expect different outcomes. It's like, we're just mad. It will not happen. Let's resolve the issues we have. Then go to the refinery, quickly come on board. Let them finish the Port Harcourt refinery. They are working on a water refinery. And then let this be a free market for this.
Do you think the government can make that tough decision in the new administration, whatever it is?
Well, you can see the senators or the people who are trying to push it to December 2023, and said they don't want it to cut instability, instability to whoever takes over by May 29. To just come in, the first thing it will do is that. But if I were in their shoes, that's the first thing I'm going to do. But as I told you, I will try to win the hearts of the Nigerians.
Explain to, like you do every time on this show. Explain to people and just
but
they
not
understand.
when the president, who is going out now, promised that he's going to reduce the presidential fleet. He still didn't do anything about it.
Right.
Not the amount of billions on they spend on toilet roll and so on and so forth. Not the Minister for Finance asking for, almost $9 million for stationaries and whatever.
Yeah.
And then you want people to sacrifice. It will not work.
Sacrifice
And then a lot of our governors only fly this thing now.
Private jet.
Private jet.
Yeah.
Living big lives. Meanwhile, their revenue, IGR, is paltry.
Yeah.
Just only 10% of the flag allocation. A lot of them go to Abuja, just collect money and share. All the state roads are bad. The other day I was moving from Calabar to Akwa Ibom to the connecting roads are bad. I went to Ekiti the other day. Ekiti to I went to Akure the other day. Akure to Ekiti. There's a road that could have taken us 30 minutes. They say it's what they 1 or 3 hours because of bad roads. And the governor was on that flight with me.
Wow.
So what do these guys do?
That is the question.
What do they? And then when they take contractors, they go and you find for some funny contractors who will just go and pour bitumen on the road and collect all the money. The one rain season, I don't know the kind of conscience a lot of people have. I think governance is very simple. If you really want to do good, hope 2023 will make better choices.
And we'll have you to analyze as well, Chika. All right, business analyst Chika. Chika, always a pleasure. Thanks for joining us.